As I was there, I passed out. A little bit.
Turn it off, please.
How do you do it? Morning, heroes. You know that it's a very big week for us, for me in particular. Frustratingly, I had a doctor's appointment today, and that was for my asthma, so I went to see the nurse for that. As I was there, I passed out. Didn't know how or why. Turns out I've got temperature, and the doctor reckons I've got an infection, which is where my stent is. So he's given me some antibiotics. I've had to take the day off work, try and get better, try and get better to a point where they're going to take the stent out. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I know it's supposed to be a positive vlog and stuff like that, but I just can't wait till tomorrow. Hope you're having a better Monday than what I am. I'll keep you posted over the week.
Hello, heroes. Monday evening, and this guy is going to have operation tomorrow.
I'm feeling really ill.
So for me, it's my first day back to work. It has been very, very busy. Yeah, it's Monday, but I mean, like, they start to plan this, plan that, and my manager is going to fly to Ireland, talk about business, so definitely we will need to catch up after he back
Fly
to
to
London.
Ireland and talk about business. It's having a spa break, business as well.
In Ireland.
In Ireland, yeah.
In the winter.
Okay, maybe a Guinness business.
Not so good Monday today, right?
Not for me anyway.
Poor guys. But hopefully he will feel much better after today.
Tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. Yes. That's what I'm saying. What's the first meal you want to have after the operation?
Let's see if I survive first.
Do you want KFC? It seems like a tradition between you and your dad.
Don't tell. Only if you're buying. Seriously, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to bed. I'm not well. I'll catch you later, heroes. Greetings, heroes. So I'm Grandudius. I'm talking very, very quietly at the moment because we're in hospital. Waiting for a bed to get the surgery done. I'm going to do it now rather than this morning because I was very, very tired of what's happening. I did try and go and pick up my car this morning and it wasn't ready. No one told me, so that was a wasted trip. So I got back to bed, had the hours kit, had a shower. Mama Dudius is with me right now. She's going to be waiting with me, and just going to have to go from there. Will be too long, but I will catch you on the flip side and I'll let you know how I get on.
You're going to be right there with the flag. What's so important about the flag? Oh, come on. Don't they teach you guys anything in training? They didn't tell us anything about a flag. Why is it so important? Because it's the flag, man. You know, it's the flag. Tucker, you tell them why the flag is so important. Well, it's complicated. It's blue, we're blue. It's just important, okay? Trust us.
Good evening, heroes. It's about 8:30 of an evening. As you can see, I'm in my pyjamas looking quite worse for wear. Yes, the stent has been removed. Yes, I have no more stones. But with everything when it comes to finishing surgery, of course, you've got to recover. And I feel like that I've had my left kidney feels like it's had 10 rounds of Mike Tyson. It is very painful, very uncomfortable. I'm not having any painkillers or anti-inflammatories touching it at the moment. I got home at about 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, and I went to bed. Really couldn't sleep on my back, couldn't sleep on my side. There was just constant pain. I managed to get an hour or so, and now I'm having to sit down here on the couch because I'm in a position. You can see I'm in a position now where I'm sitting up, but I actually feel comfortable. So I don't know if I might have to sleep on the sitting up tonight. It's going to be weird. On the plus side, I'm trying out this Netflix for the first time, and I found the entire 13 seasons of Red vs. Blue. Well, I say the entire 13 seasons. There's loads more seasons that's been released. It's not on Netflix yet. And I'm challenging myself by actually watching it. I'm listening to it in English, but I'm actually got the Mandarin subtitles on, so hopefully I'll be able to learn something, which will be nice. For me, I'm going to sign off for the evening. I'll let you know more tomorrow morning or whenever I get up. Catch you then. Morning, heroes. It's come up to about 11:30. I know it's a bit of a late start for me. As you can hear in the background, Chi-Chi's cooking her lunch. She's been working hard, bless her. Little updates. As you guys know, last night I was in absolute agony. Still out this morning. On the plus side, I'm walking about without having to worry about it cramping up. I'm now finding a lot more positions to be feeling comfortable with. Not having to need any painkillers, which is good. I'm still taking the antibiotic because I need to finish it off. It's only another 2 days. I just also spoke to work. They're going to let me have another couple of days off, so I'm using my annual leave for that. Got to take advantage of it, really. And I thought, a couple of days, be fine. Straight in, straight out, all done. I don't know if they use like a scouler or something inside me to try and clean me out proper. It hurts. It really, really hurts. But all I do now is just push this through and really get this year off to a proper flyer. So I will I'll probably give you a shout a bit later on today. Tell you how I'm getting on. Catch you later.
Morning, heroes. I say morning, it's about 5 to 12 now. I've kind of had to take a little bit extra in bed this morning. I didn't have a very good night last night. And when I mean that, I mean sleeping wise. I mean, the show yesterday, it was out of this world. It really, really was. Started using this Royale streamers sort of thing. Very, very skeptical. Had a massive raid of 216 viewers. Oh my God, thank you once again, Helix VR. And 50 people stayed, which was fantastic. Did 2 episodes instead of 1. And it went really, really, really well. We had some legitimate people actually staying. We had a good couple of people who were just chatting all the way through, which was fantastic. I got up about 20 minutes ago. I've got the washing on. I'm going to cook myself a little bit of a meal, try and get my strength back up, do a little bit of work on the show because there's a few adjustments I need to do. And I don't know, just try and recuperate. And it's a lot tougher than what it is. For all those who've had surgery, right? For all those who've had surgery and recovering or have recovered, you know what? Hats off to you. If you guys have had major surgery, oh Christ. You know what? I not only tip my hat to you, I give you my every penny. Seriously, this is killing me. Absolutely killing me. But we're going to get through it. All of us. So that's my Thursday morning. I better start cooking, don't I?
Oh wow, just this second get in, and my dear husband just cooked a really nice dinner.
My dear husband, you know she's always after that. My dear husband, never the dear husband when I'm annoying her or anything like that. My dear husband.
So what we got today?
So we're having a steak. I got steak, chips, mushrooms, got some sauce. Chi wanted some salad, so I got her some salad. I'm going from there. Oh, and I actually got some of this sort of buttered tear bread thingamy-bob instead of garlic bread for a change, you know, thought be nice and be different.
Nice.
You watch me drop this now.
You won't. So guys, I know I haven't been recording for these past few days because this is my first week back to work, and it was extremely busy. I mean, basically everything is not in order, and I've been asked to do a lot of stuff. And it made me feel like, because what you expect is as soon as you're back to work, you will do this and that and so quick and finish that and kill the task like that. Instead, it's just like walking around and nothing has been complete.
Well, what do you expect? You know, you've been working, you've been over Christmas all week, so of course everything's going to be at a standstill, and then everyone wants it like now. You know, it's exactly the same when I was at work first week back. It's the first week blues.
Yeah, so for me, I feel every day I was so drowning, because like you feel like you've done everything, but you actually achieved nothing.
So you're trying to run on ice.
Exactly.
And what doesn't help as well, she's been worried about me, as you guys have been documenting the surgery and such. But yeah, so this week is Dudius week and looks of things.
Anyway, catch you guys a little bit later.
Yeah, we're gonna eat this. I'm enjoying this too much. Maybe see you on the show. Oh, I tell you what, I don't think we could have survived this week. We've got, as you guys know, lots happening for me, lots of recovery, and I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. This morning we went to the chiropractors, and me and she had a bit of a discussion about chicken legs, or chicken quarters for you guys over the pond. Yeah, okay, it's made up with thighs and drumsticks, but it doesn't mean it's a quarter. You don't glue them together. So I'm going to really pee her off. We're going to do some cooking later, or tomorrow, and I'm going to do chicken legs. No, we call them chicken legs. Well, you guys call them chicken quarters. It's difficult. But we're going to be doing a chicken quarter roast in the Instant Pot.
Instant Pot?
In the Instant... I know, it's dangerous. Da, da, da. Yeah, in the Instant Pot. You guys know last time I did a whole chicken. Apparently it worked pretty well.
They don't know because he didn't record it.
Okay, I did a whole chicken. Apparently it turned out really well. I thought I'd stick to chicken. At least I know something. At least I know I could do something. Anyway, time's getting on. It's getting dark. I don't want to be out all day. I got stuff to do. Let's go shopping. Good evening. I know a lot of this week has been more me than anything. She's had quite a tricky first week back. You know, everyone's had it this year. You know, your first week back is always the hardest one, and quite frankly, it's quite difficult to get back into the swing of things. I know a lot of you have seen more from me, which is quite unusual because, you know, I'm normally at work, but recovery, stuff like that, you know, it's I just want to get back to normal. You know, I've said it for months. You know, I've said it for ages. I just want to get back to normal now. This is more of a diary, I guess, this week for me getting better. I mean, I'm just starting to cook something to eat. She's doing the editing for the vlog. I'm going to attempt to do some barbecue ribs. I know I'm kind of branching out when it comes to doing new things. So I've got chicken legs tomorrow. I'm going to do a roast tomorrow. I'm doing this tonight, but the conventional oven way. I'm going to be using some new knives, and that's pretty much it, really. I mean, I thought I'd take time out to talk to you guys a little bit regarding everything this week. As I said, you know, it's been quiet on Chili's sort of side. Me, just frustrated, you know, really frustrated, but I'm still staying positive. We'll get there. We're going to get there. Right, okay, so the chicken itself, we've got some, we're going to do some chicken legs today. And we've got lots of seasoning, lemon, we've got some thyme, we've got some mixed herbs, we've got some rosemary, salt, pepper, sugar. This is going to be really, really, really nice. And do you know what the greatest thing is? Because we've got this, because Chi bought this Instant Pot, it's actually only going to take 15 minutes for us to do. So it's going to be a bit too quick for my liking. So what we're going to do first, we're going to prep the veg, the remainder of the veg, get the oven on, and get the roasties in, because they're going to take the longest. And then, hopefully about 15-20 minutes before the roasts are done, we're going to get the chicken in, we're going to get them pressurised, and we're going to have a lovely roast dinner. We're going to deal with the roast potatoes first, and I need my foil. And I don't have my foil, so I wonder if my glamorous assistant is still here to help me with the foil.
You're so annoying!
Because it's just roasted by itself, we're going to chicken them in for 200 degrees until they're nice and brown. If they're too tough, it's just not. You want the softness, but at the same time you want them browned enough. So we're going to be chopping some roast potatoes up. Well, chopping potatoes up. Now I've got normal baking potatoes. Now Chi, because of her diet, she doesn't normally have too many. But I love them. I love roast potatoes, especially when they're nice and moist on the inside. You get them done just right, and they're nice and moist on the inside. Or you can have them cold. Just don't reheat them so much, for the sheer fact that it gets soggy in the microwave. Unless you do what I do and chuck some cheese on it, maybe some bacon bits, whatever you like really. Some chives, get yourself some sour cream and chive dip. You've got yourself a nice snack. Not too much salt, because otherwise you'll be just like, you'll be dry as a bloody bone. We've got our sweet all done. We've got our runner beans as well. We've got them on the juice section yesterday. So we're going to chop them all in. I love my runner beans. I do love my runner beans. Now, as I said, for the lazy of us, these are already pre-chopped and everything. So there's nothing wrong with it. It just means it's less time to prep. A lot less time. I'm going to check on them a little bit later on. You will get to a point where you do need to turn them over, make sure that all the sides are browned and nice. And at the same time, because they're on a higher heat rather than 180, you'll get to see them brown a lot quicker. So you don't want to catch any sides burning, otherwise you're going to get a really rock hard potato, and it's just going to kind of overthrow the rest of the roast. Right, so that's the important stuff done, heroes. We've got about 45 minutes until we first check the roast potatoes. I think let's go and do the chicken and get the Instant Pot ready as well. And then all we need to do is just press a button. 15 minutes later, all done. Okay, so we are now on to our Instant Pot. Now, as I said, I'm still kind of new to this, and you know, I cooked a whole chicken in there, which I was actually pretty impressed I've actually impressed myself with doing so, and that's from a lovely YouTube video. Now, recently, I was introduced to the Instant Pot community. Now, you guys know we kind of name drop Momnoms a lot in this, in our sort of Instant Pot recipes, cooking, and all that jazz. Again, she's a lovely lady. I've had the absolute honour and pleasure to know her for a very long time in my streaming career, and she surprises me each and every day with her recipes. She streams her cooking live on Twitch, which the description will be underneath, so you can go and check her out. We're also going to put in the community as well that she's introduced us to, that me and she have been looking at, and believe it or not, this is where this recipe has actually come from today. So 1.7 million members can't really be that wrong. No. So go and check them out. As I said, the links are underneath the video. So go and check it out if and when you can. If you don't have an Instant Pot, it's a great way of cooking. Honestly, it's fantastic. You do so much. So we're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So we'll get our pepper out. A little bit of that, 3/4 tablespoon of salt, so we'll get the salt back out. Don't want to make it too salty. I said 1/4 of thyme, we don't have thyme, so we're going to chuck in a little bit of mixed herbs, I think. So a quarter of a teaspoon is about that, I think. We'll do another pinch. Zesty. I can sense myself losing my fingers at some point. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So that's all done. So according to this, we're going to chuck it all in. Like so, it doesn't really look a lot. There's 3, and there is number 4. So they're all sunk in. Lovely. That is that, heroes. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to wait for 20 minutes for the roasties, turn them over. As soon as they're turned over, the Instant Pot's going on, the vegetables are going on, and well, that's about it. So we're going to do some washing up, we're going to tidy up, and see you in about 20 minutes. Toodle pip.
Wow, I'm so hungry. What's the stage now?
So we're pretty much done. So I haven't did your 15 minutes later with the vegetables and that, because simple reason that it was just so blinking quick, and I forgot to do that, annoyingly.
It's fine, just turn it back. It's
but the potatoes I've had to turn off because they were getting a bit too brown, so they're now cooking in their natural heat. So that's been turned off. These have been in for 25 minutes now. The chicken's done.
Don't touch things.
I didn't mean to. I didn't think it was locked properly. I just.
Can you explain what happened?
I'm not need to explain. You've seen what happened. Anyway,
But they don't know.
So that's in. Well, you didn't catch it.
I catch it, but they don't know why it
Well,
was.
I thought this was not locked and accidentally knocked the vent, and it went shh.
Because that's pressure cooker.
Yeah.
So
So that's going to be in for another 8 minutes. Once the pressure naturally relaxes, and we've got to serve that straight away. So whilst we're waiting for that, that's done. So we can get these out.
Ooh.
So they're nice, and these are nice and brown now.
Wow. That's fantastic.
So as I was explaining a little bit earlier on, the salt has dried them up, so it's made them crisp, but at the same time it's made the insides nice and soft as well. I didn't want them to go any more brown, otherwise it would just go all black and horrible. So the roasts are done. the vegetables are done. What we're going to do now is Chi-Chi's going to help me get some plates together, dish up the vegetables, get the gravy ready, and by that time the chicken will be ready and we're going to eat. So, come on, magic assistant, let's get cracking.
So how was the meal?
The meal? The meal was...
Meal.
Meal.
How's the meal?
The meal was nice.
Yeah.
Because I cooked it.
It was nice.
It was literally, it was, the chicken was full off the bone. But as I said, with the greatest thing with the Instant Pot is that it's a pressure cooker. And unlike your other sort of conventional sort of ways of cooking, like your oven, your baking, your frying, stuff like that, you kind of find it that it loses its juices and stuff like that. That's us for this week. I say that's us for this week. That's me for this week. We are going, hopefully, I'm back to work Monday. So, woohoo! Hopefully going to take things nice and slowly. I'll keep you updated on my health, as it were. On the show, live on the show Tuesday, we're back to Destiny 2 for a week, and then the following week we're back to Diablo 3. Season 16 starts on the 18th of February. Cannot wait. And we will have a Saturday special coming up in the beginning of March as well. But as I said, more news about that in the coming weeks. Keep your ears and eyes peeled on the Facebook, The Legend of Grandudius, even on the Twitter at Grandudius. Keep yourselves posted with our Instagram and our other vlogs and other creations, as it were, on the YouTube at Grandudius Time. If you do have any questions or you have any comments, leave them below or send us an email, grandudius@gmail.com. And I'll tell you what, for the next Grand Chi Life we've got coming up in February, that's pretty darn special. But enough for me and enough for Chi-Chi. We shall bid you adieu. Stay safe. Keep gaming.
And have a piece of cake.
There you go.
Bye bye.
Have a good week.